Time. There we are. What's up, guys? We are live on the TikTok and live on the YouTube. Happy Mando Monday. This is our stream two for the day. I told you guys I would be back this evening and in suit. Some of you guys were like, "Hey, did you break your helmet? What happened to your helmet?" No, I did not. It's just because I'm streaming. I like to wear the half helmet. That way I don't completely just roast trying to talk and read things. It's just this makes it a little bit easier. But if I feel compelled, maybe at some point later I may put the full helmet on. We'll see. But anyway, always have it nearby. And I have the half helmet for the live streaming process right now. So anyway, I'm excited, man. We should be having some guests come in this evening, which is going to be a blast. And I cannot wait to connect with them both. So anyway, hello. Where is Grogu? Grogu is always near. He is always near. Always. Yes. Hello. What's up, man? 502nd Productions. I see you in the house. Hello. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you. This is the way. Hi. What's up? Hello. We are going to have a great time tonight, guys. It's going to be a blast. What I need to do is check on my TikTok. I got to check on my TikTok, guys, just to make sure that everyone has seen my messages, which I think they should have. But I just want to make sure. Because I got guests coming in tonight, so it's going to be really fun. It's not just, I'm not the only Mando. There are others. So it's going to be a good time. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully both of the other guys can make it. If they can't make it, you know what? Either way, we're still going to have a great time. But I'm confident that they should be showing up at some point this evening. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. 502nd on TikTok. Nice. Did you see the video I tagged you in? I don't know. What video was it? How's it going? Michael Martin. Hey, what's up, man? It's going really great. It's me, Michael Malgus from earlier. Yes. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, man. And hello there, General Kenobi. Where are you streaming on? I'm streaming on YouTube. So if you guys are on the YouTube platform, be sure to come and check me out and subscribe. The goal over there is to get to 10K subscribers. I think tonight we're gonna hit that halfway point. We're literally we're inching there, which is crazy, man. Are you just streaming on TikTok? No, streaming on YouTube, and I'm streaming on the TikTok. So you could watch both, absolutely. So yeah, man. Anyway, Mando Mondays, I'm trying to switch it up where I kind of add in a little something new, a little something different for you guys, where, you have other Mandos that will be joining in, which I think is just going to be really, really fun. So, yeah, Mr. Dude says, hello, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. It's me, Door Gamer, from earlier. What's up, Door Gamer? From earlier. Something Ultimate YT, I see you, man. Hello. Yeah, good to see my peoples coming in the house, man. And it's going great. It's going great, Michael. Thanks for asking. Hi, am I on your bounty list? Absolutely, you're definitely on my bounty list. This is the way. It was the one that showed that I had a splint on my thumb. What? No, I don't think I've seen that. I'll have to check later. Someone says, hi, Mando. What's up? Hello. How's it going? Did I already miss a question? Really? Oh, someone just says hi. Austin Wolf, 26. What's up, Austin? Thanks for tuning in, man. Mr. Dude says, hello. What's up, man? How's it going? Good to see so many of you guys popping in, man. This is great. We're going to have a good stream tonight. You're on my bounty list, Mando. Well, good luck to you. I'm not afraid of being on someone's bounty list. It wouldn't be the first time. Hey, we got Mama Mando in the house. Let's go ahead and pop her in. Boom. This is the way. Hello, my friend.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing great. Good to see you.
Good. It's good to see you too.
You look fantastic.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
We got a lot of folks, a lot of friends from TikTok. I'm live on TikTok, live on YouTube. So happy to have new friends here. I messaged Mr. Mando. Hopefully he's able to make it tonight. And there were a couple other ones that will try to come on different weeks. So hey, well, hopefully he pops up. But hey, let's get started. So let me pull up my questionnaire. So number one, we got Mama Mando and DadaLorian here. Mama Mando, where can people find you?
Mostly I'm just on TikTok right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna start an Instagram account, but I haven't really gotten anything going on that. But so
gotcha. And Instagram is turning more into TikTok. It feels like they're doing more of their video stuff. Mm-hmm. You guys have noticed. It's really interesting. Yeah. All right. So mainly on TikTok and then eventually Instagram. Now, what do you do? I mean, if anyone can't take a hint, Mama Mando, can you tell us what is it that you do on the TikTok?
What do I do on TikTok? I just make funny videos, mostly funny.
Yeah.
And then the occasional emotionally charged video, but mostly my stuff is just goofy and silly and fun.
I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. I've seen your videos and I follow your page. So, and I definitely always have a good time seeing your content. So I would attest to that. Your videos are definitely, they're lighthearted, they're fun, but it's all about Star Wars. And I absolutely love that. Yeah. Next question for you. What made you a Mando? So you are Mama Mando, man. I'm the DadaLorian. You're Mama Mando. What was it for you? What was the moment that was like, all right, I'm doing this. I am the not Mama Lorian, Mama Mando. What was that moment for you?
Oh gosh, I mean, watching The Mandalorian season 1, it was just like, this is amazing. I love this so much. Like, I want to do this, but I want to do it in my own way.
Yeah. Yep.
Mandalorian to be like female, and so I fell in love with Din, and I fell in love with his backstory, and the Mandalorian. I thought, well, I want to do this, but I want to make it my own. So.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You and me both. I think. Wow, we have a similar. I guess story and sense of the cosplay part of things, where obviously we all fell in love with the show, but then being a cosplayer, being a creative in that sense, it was like I want to do this, but I kind of want to do it my style, my way, and even down to the suit, man. Like mine isn't 100% screen accurate, because there's things that are just more catered towards like, hey, I like the way this looks, or I like this color better, little things like that. So yeah, I totally can relate and understand that. Now, I feel like we all have like a storyline for our cosplays. At least maybe I'm the only crazy person that does that. Now for you said for yours, it's definitely like Din Djarin, but it's more of like the gender blend version. So like if Mando wore a female, this would be the story. Can you elaborate more on that too?
Yeah, it just like you said, it really is just like if Din were female, pretty much the effect is the same. Like I thought maybe I would make it more like original character, but I was like, no, I really love Din's story.
Yeah.
My favorite things to do as a cosplayer is to gender bend my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And like badass, strong female characters. So I was like, why not do that with Din? I don't know. So that's kind of what it is. Exactly what you said. It's just the gender.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm the DadaLorian, so pretty much you and I are like the reverse of each other.
Yeah.
There we go. I love it. That's really cool. Yeah, I enjoy just hearing about everyone's journey in cosplay and stuff. Yeah. That's really awesome. Now, next question is, what was your favorite episode of The Mandalorian?
Oh, this is a really hard because
I know, right?
Many ones, but in thinking about this question,
yeah,
season 1, episode 6, it's the prisoner. it's that moment where Din is like going after all of the different team members, and then he's going after Mayfield, and the light flickering, and it's like really suspenseful, and it's just awesome. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I think that was a great episode. It definitely got a different tone too. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I honestly get asked this question a lot. Other than, I mean, I don't know about you, but I get, it's the guy from Fortnite. Am I on your bounty list? What's your favorite episode of The Mandalorian? So, I try to answer these questions in a more elaborate way, but I would have to say for me, one of my favorite episodes would probably be, I mean, I don't know if it's cheesy or cliche, but just like the child reveal, like when the child was revealed, and mainly because that moment kind of set up kind of this expectation of the show, where it was like every season now you're gonna have those moments of that awe factor. Like we were like, whoa, who's this baby Yoda, and then going into the next season, it was more of those kind of wow moments. So, but that first time of seeing Grogu, I think was like, wow, we didn't know who this kid was. At the time, we really didn't know the time frame of the Mandalorian. Eventually, we found out it was 5 years, after Return of the Jedi. But again, it was so much mystery, I think, just around that moment alone, which I got to go with that one for sure. Yeah. But the Mayfield episode where he was first revealed, I actually really do love that one too. Yeah. That was great. Now that you say that, you know what it makes me think of? It kind of makes me think of, I don't know why I didn't put this connection together before, but it's like Boba Fett and his like bounty hunter crew. It kind of felt like a newer, updated version of something like that. I don't know why I'm just now thinking of that. That's funny. So yeah, great answer. Now, next question. What's your favorite thing about Din Djarin / Mandalorians?
Okay, well, I really love that Din is so solidly adhered to the Mandalorian creed and the code.
Yeah.
He's not going to break it. It doesn't matter. And he wants something more to him than that. And that tells you everything you need to do as a person. Nothing else matters. But I don't know, that's in a way too. We're just like baby Grogu, and it just, I love him so much.
Yeah.
I love a character like a loner. Like he always finds himself in these situations that he doesn't want to find himself in them anyway. And he's collecting all these different allies along the way that he never anticipated he find or do, all for the sake of this one little baby.
Yeah.
And
no, absolutely. I think I mean, and I guess I could bounce off of that question of like, why do I like The Mandalorian as well? It's one of those things of you enjoy. For me, it's kind of, you can relate to certain things, with the character, rather it, being a parent or just being a Star Wars fan in general. And again, you said something about him being a loner, which I love, because, I talk about this all the time. I love to see the underdog win. And Din Djarin, he's not the most, popular character. He's not the strongest. He's not the smartest. But, you still love seeing the hero's journey, and especially with him in this underground kind of story, in Star Wars, which is just so cool. So yeah, I can definitely agree and attest to that. Mr. Dude asked, I have a question. Why do you go live a lot? Like the time I get that we talk about Star Wars, but what makes you having that energetic energy to go live? I mean, people usually record videos. Yeah, I do both. I'm that kind of maniac, man. To give you guys perspective. So like, it just became a goal of mine, really, like a standard. So like on TikTok, I do like a minimum of like 12 videos throughout the week, daily, except for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, I don't do anything. And then I do at least 1 or 2 live streams, daily, on both YouTube and TikTok. But I mean, I got to ask this a little bit earlier, just in a different way. It's just more of it's just what I'm passionate about. I love being a content creator, and this is what I do. I mean, if it's, you have to put it in perspective of like, hey, if this was your job, then you would be at it, pretty consistently. So this is what I love. This is what I want to do in terms of a creator. So that's why you see my face a lot, and that's why I talk about Star Wars a lot, because I love it, and it's turning into my job, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I love these cosplays. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, you got the DadaLorian and Mama Mando. We're having a dynamic duo right now. Hopefully, my buddy Mr. Mando is able to pop in. I haven't heard from him today, so we'll see. But yeah, next question that we have on the board. Will you ever do a face reveal?
Yes, I plan to do a face reveal. Once I get to a certain amount of followers.
Yeah.
To do one, and I will good on the promise.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's going to be in a live stream or if it's going to be a video, but it will happen.
Yeah. I TikTok. I've done a couple face reveals on TikTok. YouTube, I really don't care. Like I show my face here all the time. Everyone knows. They see my face. They're like, it's such old news. But yeah, I will do another face reveal too. It's similar to you. Like it's just I like doing it in milestones to make it special. Now, here's the thing. I don't know about you, but for me on TikTok, I didn't always do that. So like when I first started, it was kind of like a thing of, I would still be in cosplay, but then I would do other videos where, I wasn't always in cosplay, and it was kind of back and forth. And then, things just kind of took off, on TikTok. It got crazy. And I was like, well, if it's going to get crazy like that, I want to try something crazy. I want to do something new. So with having such a new following, I was like, maybe I could, I've seen other people do this and be really successful at it and just making it fun in terms of engagement. I was like, what if I just stayed in character, like on one platform? Like I was, that character the whole time. You didn't really see my face. And I kind of played into the hilarity of, Din Djarin. And I was like, you know what? I want to try it. And then I tried it, and then I got stuck. I couldn't get out of it. And, then it was like, you know what? Okay, now I'll do a thing where it's kind of like a goal, on TikTok. Once I reach certain milestones, I'll do a face reveal to kind of make it special. But again, if you guys are following me on YouTube, it's a totally different story. I don't really do that on YouTube, but it's special for TikTok because it's like, I get to stay in character, which is the fun and the challenge. So yeah. Now, do you get asked about that a lot? I feel like every video someone wants me to do a face reveal, take the helmet off. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. People comment a lot, like, "Are you ever gonna do it? Are you gonna do it?" Or they say, "Don't do it," because I like the mystery. I don't want to know. I've done videos where I wear like just a face mask, and you can see my. That's the most people have seen.
Yeah. So from the start, you've been like fully armored.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. That's awesome.
Full face the entire time that I'm on TikTok.
I love that, man.
Yeah. So I'm keeping with it. Part of the, it's part of the way.
It's a part of the. Now you make me feel bad. I feel like I've ashamed my Mandalorian clan. It's a part of the way, Mando. You gotta keep your helmet on, man. What are you doing? No, but honestly, I'll only show my face in milestones on TikTok. YouTube, it's just totally different. Like I here, today I've like done, kept my face pretty concealed. But I love that. It's just cool to meet people like from the start. Like you guys have been doing that, which I think is just so cool. So that is awesome. Next question for you. What do you love most about the Star Wars community?
I feel like the Star Wars community is really it's up and down, you know what I mean? But everyone that I've met on TikTok is incredible, and the Star Wars community on TikTok is phenomenal, and I've met so many amazing friends on there that I just, I can't explain it all, even though some people would argue that maybe Star Wars community could be a little toxic, but I honestly haven't run into that.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I would have, the community, I agree with you. It's been, for me, what's funny is like I had a friend when I really first got into making Star Wars content, he was like, "Hey man, I just want you to know," he was like, "there's a lot of assholes in the Star Wars community." I was like, "Well, great, man. Thanks for the words of encouragement." But honestly, my experience thus far has been really great. I've met so many nice and just awesome, people. Where I'm like you too, yeah. Like in every fandom, there's gonna be those people, that are just causing trouble, that are being toxic, whatever. But so far, things have been really cool, man. I enjoy the community.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people there's a lot of folks who are changing and growing and learning, like, hey, maybe we can be a little more open-minded to different concepts and different things, so it's just, I enjoy it as well. Now the next question, I guess would be the flip side to that. What would you change about the Star Wars community?
I think what I would change is maybe, and it is like you said, there's progress being made, but
yeah,
maybe for it's just more accepting of females and more diverse people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it isn't. But I want to see more of that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm trying to think, what would I change if I were to change anything in the Star Wars community? I like your answer. I'm going to steal that, Mama Mando. I'm stealing that because I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's many things that I would like to change, but I think that acceptance too of just different concepts and just being a little more embracive, to folks who are the gatekeeping. Like, we could just get rid of that completely. That would be great. But where there's humanity, you're gonna have good, you're gonna have error. It's just what it is. But yeah, I think I would change that. And and the other thing, I think I would want people to be a little more open-minded. I feel like there's so many times, if you say, like, anything about, like, Rey Skywalker or whatever, you just see some crazy comments. And again, people shouldn't have to necessarily validate themselves or feel forced to. When Star Wars is all about family, that's what it's all about. So yeah, I'm gonna steal your answer. I like that. Next question is, what are your predictions for season 3 of The Mandalorian? So this is where the conversation gets juicy. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, I don't have any solid predictions. I just know that, Din has to either accept his new role as the leader of Mandalore and deal with it, or he has to figure out a way to get out of it. And so I think it'll be interesting to see how he handles it. I don't know. As far as, like, so far what we've seen from him is that, he takes a challenge, even if he didn't expect the challenge to hit him.
Yep.
Pulls with it somehow, some he makes it work and he does it. So we'll see. I don't know. I have real predictions in my mind. I think maybe there'll be a big, I don't know, maybe a showdown between Bo-Katan and Din. But maybe, I don't know about this yet.
Yeah, it's kind of we only can go by pure speculation, and really the information that we have is stuff that's happened in the ending of season 2. My predictions, I don't think that we're going to see much of Grogu at all. Yeah. I think if we do, it'll be towards, like, the end of the season. Yeah. Because Grogu's off training with Luke, and I personally feel like they want to do something more with Luke Skywalker other than just having him kind of cameo within shows. I feel like eventually there will be some kind of announcement. It's like, hey, maybe he's getting his own show for, like, the Skywalker school or something. I don't know. So I feel like, I don't think we're going to see Grogu for a while. And then right on the same lines of what you were saying too, I feel that there will possibly be some conflict between Din Djarin and Bo-Katan, mainly for the reason that Din doesn't strike me as the guy that's like, oh, now I have the Darksaber, so now I have to be the king of Mandalore. Even though I have made my King Mando cosplay, just throwing that out there, you guys. Which is just a fun. I did that based off of the idea of if he did become king of the Mandalorians, this is what I would think it to look like. So I was just playing around with that with cosplay. But in real terms, Din doesn't strike me as that guy that's like, oh well, I was a bounty hunter and now I'll drop that and become the king of Mandalore. I feel like he would probably try to figure out some way to really force that Darksaber back into the hands of Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Or he will embrace, that new responsibility and want to learn more about his true heritage versus kind of the cult where he grew up. But in that, I still feel like there's going to be some type of confrontation between him and Bo-Katan. Because again, Bo-Katan, she doesn't strike me as the lady that's like, oh, well, I was going to be the queen of Mandalore and rule, but now I'll just, hold Mando's hand and show him the ropes. Like, I don't think it's, I don't think it'll work out that way. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be, I feel like there's going to be confrontation, and it's the Mandalorian. So I feel like we're going to go to Mandalore at some point, or whatever's left of it.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. That's all I got so far, and we'll see what happens next year. Next question is, let's talk about predictions for the Book of Boba Fett. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm super excited about this. I just know that it's going to be really gritty and really good, and it's going to be awesome to see Boba Fett back in action. Like, oh, I cannot wait. I think that we're going to see that dynamic duo of Finn and Boba, and they're going to be doing some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
What they're doing, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting, though. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I think one of my it's a prediction and it's a hope. I feel like it would be wasted potential if they didn't do this. But I feel like in the Book of Boba Fett, I feel like the show needs to start off like this, where it picks up in that moment where we left off in Return of the Jedi, where he falls into the Sarlacc pit, and you see exactly how he survived, how he lost his armor, and from that time up to the point where we see him in The Mandalorian. So like catches you up on kind of what happened. I would hope that they do something like that. I think that would just be absolutely amazing. Yeah, so yeah, that's my thought. I'm hoping they do that, and then bring in some of those older bounty hunters like Bosk and what was it, IG-88, something like that. It wasn't IG-11. IG-11 was in The Mandalorian, but there was another one that was similar to him. So, all the older, assembling the crew in a sense. It would be fun to see some of those older bounty hunters, make an appearance as well. And I'm curious, and this is kind of another question added on to the question, because you have The Mandalorian, you have the Book of Boba Fett, and then you have Ahsoka and Rangers of the New Republic, which has been shelved for now. We don't know if that's going to be a thing or not, but we'll see. But anyway, from what we know is that they're wanting to make some kind of climactic crossover event, with all of those shows. So I'm wondering, is that going to be a movie, or will it be, sort of this CW kind of style? Much better than CW, but I'm saying, that kind of concept of a crossover. Will it be something like that, or will this be like more of a movie where you have this major event? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, I definitely could see that happening.
Yeah.
I wonder, like you said, if maybe it will happen within the series.
Yeah.
That would be cool. It would also see it as a movie, but no, I don't see that happening. I would love for that to happen, but
I
think, we'll see people popping in here, within this series, that series, kind of those, but then it'll all fit together.
Yeah, it definitely, I would agree with that. At least with the formula that they have with these shows, it definitely seems like, you're definitely going to get, people just popping in and out of shows. It won't necessarily be like, oh, here's a movie, even though that would be great. But yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree. But it would be fun. It'll be fun to see whenever that does happen. Next question is, who is your Star Wars crush? Mama Mando, talk to us.
My Star Wars crush. Well, I mean, it would probably come as no surprise that one of my Star Wars crushes is Din Djarin, and then also, Boba Fett. I don't know what it is.
She's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's something about them. I don't know. Is it their heads? Is it the helmet?
It's the armor and the mystery behind them.
Fair enough. For me, my Star Wars crush, it is no secret if you guys have been following my page. I love me some Hera Syndulla. I love Hera Syndulla. And she just showed up in the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
She was a child. So, it was like, it's too weird. I can't think of her like that. But her mom, though. We got to see her mom. And I was like, you know what? Mrs. Syndulla's got it going on, too. So, I love Hera. Hera and Rebels. I definitely, have a crush on Hera Syndulla. So that is definitely my Star Wars crush. Last question for you, my friend. What's your favorite Star Wars movie or trilogy?
Oh, man. This is a hard question, too. Because, I don't really discriminate. I love Star Wars through and through. But, I think it has to be probably The Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Empire Strikes Back. That's your favorite movie?
Yeah. But I mean, I love the prequels. I also love the sequels. Well,
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, no, me too. You and me are on the same page. I got to tell you because I feel like now I was asked this earlier. Like, when did I start watching Star Wars? And it was like, when I was a tiny kid. Like, I grew up with VHS of the original trilogy. But my theatrical experience was the prequels. I went to every midnight release. I remember it vividly, and had Taco Bell every time because they were partnered at the time. If anyone remembers this, they like Star Wars, Lucasfilm. They were partnered with Taco Bell, so you get these dope ass cups and toys, and it was amazing. They did it for Godzilla and a couple other movies that were just. This is 90s kid stuff, man. 90s kid stuff. So anyway, the prequels, that was my theatrical experience for Star Wars. But I also remember the hate and then the frustration that was brought about with that. Now, what's funny is like there's nothing new under the sun. Years later, we have the sequels, and you have so many people bashing it, so many people hating it. I'm telling you guys, Star Wars is like a fine wine. You just let it sit and marinate for a little bit, and then years later, you're going to have people coming back and be like, oh, yeah, the sequels, they were just amazing. They were so good. They were the greatest thing ever. We're going to be like, liars. Yeah, right. We were there the whole time. Come on. So, but, that's what I remember with the prequels was all the hate that people gave it. And now there's a lot of people that tend to like it now, but it just gives Star Wars time. It's like a fine wine. That's what I say.
Yeah,
so. Mama Mando, again, can you tell folks, actually, you know what? You don't need to tell folks because I'm going to share your page. Let's go to TikTok. Let's look you up really quick. Where are you on here? We need Mama. Can I spell? There we go. Mama Mando. I think I found you. Yeah, there you are. Okay. Let me share the screen so folks can find your page and go and follow, man. Okay. There we are. Mama Mando. Let me, I'm going to copy your link and put it in the chat. So if folks are, on TikTok, they can go over there and check you out. So guys, I'm going to post her link in the chat. Go and follow Mama Mando if you are on the TikTok. You will have a good time. You got the DadaLorian. You got Mama Mando. We are the parents of Mandalore. It's great, man. It's so great. Thank you so much, my friend, for popping into the stream tonight. Anything else that you wanted to say while you're on here?
No, I just want, thank you for inviting me. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And my hope is to get more Mandos. I think it's kind of like a sudden thing that I've been, putting together. So I'm working on like getting more folks to come in. So, every Monday, if you're free, if you're available, I would love to have you. We'll be in suit, we'll chat, and we'll have a good time.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Mama Mando, you take care, and this is the way.
This is the way.
Bye. I love having my guests on, man. You guys are the best. You guys are simply the best, man. We have Mama Mando in the house. It was a good time, really good time. So now what I'm gonna do is turn that there, because I gotta take this mask off, dude. Like, oh my god, this has got to come off just for a second. Okay, there we go. And then you know what? I could put for you guys, I'll put the helmet on, because yeah, why not? I'll put the helmet on just for a little bit. My face mask was just irritating me just a little bit. So there we go. Boom. Back in action and live. Okay. There we go. Now we're looking good. Yeah, I'll go for a little while longer and hang out with you guys and chat. But yeah, man, that was great. Mama Mando, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure having you on. That was really fun. And that's my goal, guys, is every Monday to bring in other Mandos. So it's going to be great. I got questions in TikTok, so let me take this off just for a second. Plug my headphones back in. Reverse. I didn't know that I had questions going on in TikTok. Whoa, there we go. Okay, so let me see. Someone says, I'm a robot. Am I on your bounty list? Sure. Sorry, but you are on my bounty list. All right. Answer me. Do you like Morgan Freeman? I love Morgan Freeman. Of course, who doesn't? What if Mando was on another Mando's list? What? If you could team up with any bounty hunter to hunt, like, who would it be? Is that what you're asking? If I could team up with any other bounty hunter, like in Star Wars? I'm trying to think, man. I would want to hang out with Sabine. And I don't know if she's a Mandalorian. I wouldn't say she's necessarily a bounty hunter, but I think that would be a dynamic I would just enjoy and love to see. Is Din Djarin and Sabine Wren kind of hanging out together. I think that would be really stinking cool. So that's one thing I hope to see one day. I bet Grogu will get eaten by Sarlacc pit. What? You're terrible. What's my favorite Star Wars villain? Favorite Star Wars villain. Ooh, man. I'm trying to think. I did love Savage. Savage was really cool. But Palpatine is kind of a genius, man. He really is. Just the way he orchestrated everything up to Order 66 and beyond was just genius. So, yeah, I have to say to this day, man, Palpatine for sure. Definitely one of my favorites. It's a classic choice. I'd say Mando gets a saber. I have the dark saber, so yeah. Who's the top 3 on your bounty list? Well, your mother. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. There's so many people that are on the bounty list. Thoughts on Euro's final You're My Favorite? What are you talking about? Name the top 5 wanted people on your bounty list. Oh my God. Why do you guys want to know all this information? How long have you been a fan? Like of Star Wars? Been a fan since I was like an itty bitty kid, man. Very long time. Is Mr. Bean on your list? Not that I know of. What is your YouTube? My YouTube channel is DadaLorian. DadaLorian. So yeah, go and check it out. I'm live over there now. You can actually see my full face because I took my helmet and mask off because, yeah. I don't know why my mask was like irritating my nose. And it was getting like really sweaty on my face. So I took it off. Michael Martin says, I have a few questions for you. throw them out, man. Sorry if I didn't answer right away. And anyone else who wants to pop into the chat, if you guys have questions and you want to talk face to face, I'm going to go ahead and give you that option as well. I'm going to be starting college for creative writing. Can I be allowed to write stories for movies, shows, and even video games? Oh, that's really cool, dude. Nice. Sadly, IG-88 died in Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, Shy B, you know who my my Star Wars crush is. I love me some Twi'leks. I love me some Twi'lek women. I'm not gonna lie, man. I see my boy Michael Malgus. What's good, man? Welcome back.
How's it going?
Hey, man, this is the way. You see me without my helmet on, but it's all right because we're over here on YouTube, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
What brings you on this evening, man?
I actually had a few questions for you, Star Wars related. Because I was listening right from the very beginning. I have been through this entire stream. I have not left at all.
Oh, dude, I love that. Thank you. I appreciate you being here always.
Okay, like for example, for instance, like because I heard like one of those questions like on what bounty hunter that you would join up with, to hunt down somebody.
Yep.
Who is your favorite bounty hunter?
My favorite bounty hunter? I mean, Dan is up there, but aside from him, I would probably have to go with damn. Who is my favorite bounty hunter? It's between Cad Bane and Boba Fett. Okay. Cad Bane has this, I like the Western style and very this rugged confidence that he carries within himself, you know? But he gets the job done, but there's still this rugged, Western style to him that I just absolutely enjoy. But then you have somebody like Boba Fett, who obviously is like the top dog, of bounty hunting. And by the way, I still can't wait to see that showdown between him and Cad Bane. I'm just saying. Hopefully they make that canon. Disney, if you ever watch any of my, could you imagine if Disney Plus was in my live stream? If you guys ever watch my live streams, Disney Plus, please make that canon. Which I feel like, obviously, guys, if you've been watching the Bad Batch, they've been teasing at Boba Fett, making an appearance for quite a bit. So
yeah, I want that. I want it.
I'm sure for me, it's definitely between Cad Bane and Boba Fett. Boba Fett a little obviously like the top choice, but Cad Bane mainly for that unique style of his that I just love that Western rugged style to his personality and character.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I get that.
Oh wait! Oh, but then there's another one because I do love Fennec Shand. Damn it, I have too many favorites. Fennec Shand, she's a badass. From the moment we seen her in The Mandalorian and then seeing her in Bad Batch, I was like, this girl can hold her own. She knocked out Wrecker. She freaking, went toe-to-toe with Din Djarin, and she's friends with Boba Fett. Like, that is completely badass. I'm saying. Yeah, I have too many favorites. Damn it.
For me, my favorite is a very unconventional one. Most people don't really associate because they always forget about it.
Yeah.
It's Aura Singh.
Oh, yeah. She's the one who trained. Not completely trained Boba, but she kind of took Boba under her wing.
Yeah, Cad Bane also helped train him.
Aura Singh?
And Cad Bane.
Wow.
They both helped train him because Cad Bane wanted to train him because Jango was his biggest rival and he wanted to take Jango down to prove that he was better. So he wanted to train Boba to be the best he could possibly be, to be just like his father. Yeah. So that way he could try to take him down to prove that he was better than Jango before Jango was killed by Mace.
Yeah. And we're going to get that scene where they make it official where Boba Fett shoots down Cad Bane. It's going to happen. It's coming.
Yeah. And another one of my favorites is IG-88. I heard y'all mentioning him earlier, and it's sad that he died in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't remember that. Where did he die? Why don't I remember this?
They don't show it on screen. You see, because I remember like whenever they showed like Vader talking with Boss, Zuckuss, 4LOM, and all of them about to hunt down Han Solo. IG-88 was in there. He was in there, and he and Boba, they were the first ones to get there.
Wow. Okay.
Keep in mind, IG-88 was actually being the smart one. he actually was tracking Boba in the process to make sure he can get there first.
Yep.
But the problem is Boba knew this, so whenever they got there, Boba tricked him and then electrocuted him and left him in the scrap. So
That's
like if you
crazy.
go to the scene where it shows Chewbacca getting the scrap from C-3PO to bring him back, you'll find IG-88's corpse laying in the background.
Oh, little Easter egg. Oh, it showed my face. I'm so I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sure you guys were happily rewarded on TikTok. Like, oh my God, take the screenshot. We've seen his face. Anyway, but yeah, that's crazy. I gotta rewatch Empire. What's funny, now that you mentioned that, I'm actually, damn it, I'm gonna finish it up tonight. I keep saying I'm gonna finish it, and I really need to because I'm like in the midst of packing. But I'm reading. I have tons of Star Wars books, as I've talked about before. But one of the ones I'm trying to finish up is Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view, which I've just absolutely enjoyed. It's been really cool, kind of revisiting, that film, but again from different points of view. So. I'm almost done. I just got like a couple pages left, really. It's almost
I've been meaning to read that.
Yeah, it's good. You'll enjoy it. It's like as you read through, you'll be like, oh, wait, I know where this is taking place. It kind of like goes through the movie, but it's like different perspectives, which is just really cool. I really enjoy it. Yeah, man. What's your other questions? I love when you come on.
Your opinion on the High Republic.
Oh, my opinion on the High Republic. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but honestly, man, I absolutely love it completely holistically, and I'll explain why. So, I never used to be a bookworm. Like, comic books, sure. Only other books I would ever read were like devotional type stuff, or stuff for business, school, stuff like that. But then over the past 2 years is when I really got into like Star Wars novels and those kinds of books. And the High Republic is so unique for Star Wars fans, especially like me. If you never were really into the books, but now you're jumping in, this is the perfect time, because it's like, this is a whole new era. Yes. You got all these new characters. We got a younger Yoda. Like it's freaking amazing. So for me, it's really special because, I look at some of the other books, like in Legends, for instance, and, even some canonized books that have come out, but it's like, oh man, I didn't jump on, that time frame of reading, and being a reading fan of Star Wars. But now, like, now that I've been there from the start to where it's currently going, there's still 2 books that came out that I haven't gotten yet. So those are still on my list. I think one's by my boy, Daniel Jose Older. He just had one. I think it was maybe 2. No, it was one that he did that came out, and then there's another one. So there's like 2 of them that I haven't read yet. But it's just cool to like be there from the start and like really embrace kind of that new series, which is just so fun, man. So I absolutely love the High Republic. Long answer. I love the High Republic. Yeah,
because I completely agree with you. Like, one thing that's really actually having me concerned for the High Republic right now is the fact that, remember like when it first started coming out, people were giving it a lot of hate, because that's whenever why does the name leave me at the second? The one who plays Cara Dune, Gina Carano. Like right. That's whenever she got fired from Star Wars, was right whenever it was being released. So a lot of people were giving the High Republic hate without even reading it.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was really worrying me. And every single time I had the chance, I would go to Disney's defense on that. Because I said, look, I've read it, and I'm as critical as the next person.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I will watch, I will read anything from Star Wars, and I'll keep an open mind with it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yep.
And I love this. I personally like where this is going. There's some characters I can really get behind. I like the new ideas. I like the way they're going about it. I think it's going to work.
One of the things I would have to even say to add to that, not to cut you off, but Charles Soule. I mean, if you guys, for comic book readers out there, you know that name. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff in Marvel, DC, and even more famously in Star Wars, he's done the Vader comics. So if you really enjoyed those, he did the first book for the High Republic, which was Light of the Jedi. And it was so funny. This is the cool thing about reading stuff, man. I was I've seen all the Vader comics in like digital audio form. So I'm familiar with the way the writing is in terms of like listening and kind of watching that story. And then reading Light of the Jedi, I was like, this seems really familiar. And I didn't know that Charles Soule was behind it at first. But then I was like, wow, that's so crazy. Like reading those comics and then reading the book, you can just make those connections. You can kind of, you get a feel of the writer, you know what I mean? Which is just so cool. So yeah, and this is another thing I'll say. I'll throw this out there. I've said it before and I like to say it again. For those, one of the mistakes I made years ago, especially like when The Last Jedi came out, was I listened to so many people's opinions about the movie, about not liking it, about hating, the sequels and all that stuff. And then I let that idea and that judgment go into my head before going to see the movie myself. So I let that be a lesson learned. Like when it comes to Star Wars books, Star Wars movies, of course, you guys can come and talk with me. Of course, I'd love for you guys to hear my opinion. I always try to be a very positive and open-minded, but also truthful guy, whenever I'm speaking about things. But I will always encourage you guys, go and read the book first. Go and watch the movie first, and then come back and see me, and then we can talk about it. Yes. I mean, there's some folks who are like, hey, I don't have enough money, to buy all the books or, watch some of the movies. Some people can't afford it. So if that's you, I totally understand and I get that. It's different if you have the means of like doing these things and reading these things, but you're not. You know what I mean? Then that's where I say the fandom, we have a responsibility. Like, hey, go develop your own, way of thinking, and then. Then we can talk and talk amongst each other, and I think that just makes for a better experience across the board. So, yeah.
I 100% agree with that. 100%. Because I have came across so many people who've yell and cuss about the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves that much hate. For me, on my personal opinion, it's the weakest of the three trilogies, on my personal opinion.
Yep.
But that's my opinion. Some people think it's the strongest, and that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
That's perfectly fine. Like for me, I grew up on the prequels.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I grew up on. I was born in 2001, so I wasn't even born whenever the first one came out.
Yeah. 1977. Oh, you're talking about the
I was talking about for the first and the prequels, but I was nowhere near the picture for A New Hope. I was nowhere in the picture.
Oh man, yeah,
I wasn't even thought of yet.
Yeah, yep. I do have to say this about the sequel since you brought it up. Visually, though, story-wise, there's a lot of things that that they could have changed. But I have to say, The Last Jedi was one of my favorites of the sequels. I was definitely my favorite for sure. But visually, across the board, I have to say there's some of the best visually. They're just eye candy. I'm like,
yes.
If Star Wars, I know y'all agree with this. If Star Wars doesn't get the movie right, they will always nail their trailers. Their trailers are some of the best things in the world. You could go back to this day and watch the trailer for Force Awakens and tell me it doesn't get you hype. Like the trailers, they sell it themselves, man. Are they deceptive? Absolutely, like a lot of movies, but at the same time, man, some of the trailers for Star Wars are literally the best. I will never forget seeing some of those.
And like going off what you were saying, like with the visual effects, to me in the Rise of Skywalker, the fight scene between Rey and Kylo, whenever they weren't even in the same room, I thought that looked fantastic to me.
Yeah,
like the idea of it was like I don't fully understand. But the look of it is so cool. I love the look. To me, it became the point of where it's like, because by that point, I'm thinking of it as the story. I'm not really worried about it at this point. I'm just trying to enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just having a good time. Give me the popcorn. Let's just have a good time. But even with that, as you mentioned that, it's weird moments like that I enjoy, where I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. I don't really get this, but the Force itself, I feel like, is this thing that's so strange. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like you could do some weird stuff with the Force. You know what I mean? Where it's like, this doesn't make sense. How does this work? And I feel like that. Here's the thing: if you have the right writer, the right creative mind behind it, it could really work. Where things kind of get wonky, and it's like, this doesn't make sense. I don't get the timing and the abilities, how are they able to do this? If you have the right mind and writing behind it, I think it really works, because it's like, again, the Force is this mysterious, strange thing that, no one, completely has grasped to the point where they're like, I understand it completely, fully. Like even Master Yoda, for instance, I would argue he was like, still learning new things, even up to, his last years, and I think that's the interesting thing about the Force. But I feel like, again, if you have the right, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
No, you're saying it right.
You're
saying it right. As long as you have the right writer and they do it in the right way.
Yep.
Anything can be done right.
Work.
Anything.
Yeah. That makes me think of there's another director. I mentioned this in a stream a while ago. I don't know if there's any Twin Peaks fans out there, or if anyone knows what Twin Peaks is. But if you do, the director, gosh, damn it, what is his name? Babe, what's the... David Lynch. I always have to ask my wife. She knows everything. David Lynch. He's the director, of Twin Peaks. And he's this... It was rumored like a few years ago he was going to do a Star Wars movie. I was like, what? But if you know anything about Twin Peaks, you know about David Lynch. He's this director, and I'm mentioning him because of what we were just talking about. He's this director that, like, his stuff is just strange and different, and it has this ominous feeling to it. And I feel like if you were going to do anything with the Force, making it kind of like weird and creepy, he would be the guy to do it, which I think would be so cool. So Twin Peaks fans, if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you're like, oh yeah, David Lynch would be that would be insane to see a Star Wars movie by him. And I also mentioned this, I think this was last week, Zack Snyder's Star Wars movie. We talked about this briefly, but it's coming to Netflix. So it was a, what was it called? Hold on, I gotta show you guys this shit. It's amazing. Let me, let's go here. We'll go to Google. I gotta show you guys this because I don't want to forget the name. But I just want to show you guys. Let's go to Google and let's see. Zack Snyder's Star. Yeah, there we go. Let me see. There it is. Rebel Moon. Yeah, that's what it is. So the story behind this is that it was a Star Wars pitch. So it was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, but years ago, Lucasfilm rejected it. They were in the process of being bought out by Disney. So it was kind of like this darker kind of like, it was a Star Wars movie. Okay. And he pitched it to Lucasfilm and they rejected it. But this film is coming to Netflix. So it's called Rebel Moon. And it's not a Star Wars movie, but the pitch was. It was supposed to be a Star Wars movie. And as you read through like the description of it, you're like, oh, I kind of can see what he was trying to do. So I don't know when it's coming to Netflix, but that's another thing to be excited for. I'm
going to make sure to put that down real quick so that way I can remember to look at that.
Yeah, so that's coming to Netflix, which is going to be crazy. And so, but it's fun having that recollection. Again, when we're talking about different directors kind of doing things with Star Wars, like mentioning David Lynch and now, Zack Snyder, who had this idea for a Star Wars movie. He pitched it and, it got rejected years ago. I think this was like maybe 2012. Hold on, let me look at the article. What does the article say? I'm pretty sure it was like 2012. It should say it somewhere in this article. Maybe it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it was like rejected in 2012. But anyway, yeah, you guys definitely got to check that out. It is going to be bananas. It's going to be great, man. So, but having that recollection of like, oh, this was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Sorry, I missed someone's question. They asked some book. Have you ever read the Galaxy of Fear series? No, I have not. I will have to check that out. Can I see your mask? You want to see my helmet? Sure. Why not? Here you go. There's my helmet. All the comments I get on TikTok. Let's see. I'm going to pop another guy in really quick to join us. What's up, Banana?
Hello, I'm watching the new Monsters University series.
Oh yeah, me and my family.
Oh, Monsters at Work.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already seen it. I'm not saying a word. All I'm gonna say is
right. It's so good.
The nostalgia. The nostalgia.
Yeah, man. They actually have one of the actors I really enjoyed. He was in what was it? Superstore. He was like the main guy, and he voices a character in here that it just fits him perfectly. I was like, wait, I know that guy's voice, and it was definitely him. So
how about the fact that Henry Winkler's in it?
Is he really? What character does he play? Is he the guy with the boss?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Whenever
sense.
I realized that, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me, Henry Winkler, the Fonz."
Yeah, they have quite the cast on there, man. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Banana, what brings you on, man? Did you have any questions?
Yeah, I know this isn't rando with Mando, but just real quick. There's some questions though. How do you feel about the new Space Jam movie?
The new Space Jam movie?
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
Oh, Banana wants to get rando with Mando. So, honestly, I don't know how I feel. To be honest, I mean, I think it looks really cool. I just feel like there's so much happening. It almost feels like what was that? Wreck-It Ralph? You know, when he enters the internet, it almost feels like that. So I don't know where they're gonna take this movie, but it looks interesting. It does look interesting. I grew up with the original Space Jam. Michael Jordan cannot act to save his life, so I'm sure this will probably be a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see.
Also, earlier I actually just heard like "Hello there."
Yeah.
What was that? Oh,
And I responded, General Kenobi.
Also, that's my brother behind me.
Oh, nice. Hi, brother.
That's my little brother.
Any other questions?
Yeah. I just wanted to say, how do you feel about all of the? What's some of your pet peeves from Star Wars?
My pet peeves from Star Wars?
Ooh, I can go off of this.
Well, I mean, it's not really a big pet peeve now that I think about it, but I mean, for the sake of picking something, I'll pick this. I think just the confusion of the order of the movies. You know, like, why did we have episode 4, 5, and 6, you know, before, you know, the prequels, and then, you know, then the sequels later? You know, it was just kind of wonky as a kid. But then, I don't know, I guess it's a very minor pet peeve. Like, I don't really care too much about it, but if I can pick apart one thing, maybe that. But again, I don't know. Then if it wasn't that way, I feel like the prequels themselves would have lost their magical touch, because the prequels was that thing that brought things full circle and brought you back to the original trilogy, you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't really care. But as a kid, if I could say something like a pet peeve as a kid, I thought that it was confusing then. Now, seeing all the movies and enjoying them, I appreciate it completely. But as a kid, I would probably have to say that was one of my pet peeves. It's like, why are they backwards? What was George Lucas thinking? But he's a freaking genius. He knows what he was doing. It's awesome. So, yeah. Is that it?
Wait, no. Oscar wants to show you one of his monster trucks. He likes playing with monster trucks. This is Santa Digger.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Well, hey, I thank you for the questions, buddy. I appreciate you.
Anyways, also, by the way, I think yesterday I watched like Monster University and then Monsters Inc.
That's awesome. You and me both, man. You and me both. And by the way, if you guys got more questions, just pop them here in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man.
Anyways, have a good summer. Tomorrow I'm actually gonna go in the pool because my family, some of my family that live somewhere else tomorrow, they're gonna come and visit, and we're going to go to the pool.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. You have lots of fun, my friend.
I hope you and your family have a really good day.
Thank you. You're so nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye, Banana.
Bye.
All right.
Honestly, all I was thinking of that whole time was on how it is whenever I'm around my nephews.
Yeah, right? They always give you like the best random cute questions. I always get a couple kids that pop on. I'm like, whenever I see like 12-year-olds popping on my streams, I'm like, yep, you guys must be from TikTok. Huh? Can I be on your bounty list? If so, I will gift. Absolutely, you can be on my bounty list. This is the way. By the way, guys, we are getting close to 5K, which is the halfway point for YouTube. So thank you. Thank you. That's really awesome. Colby Nelson says, it's cool. I'm cosplaying as the Red Turbo Ranger this year for Halloween. Oh, nice. Shift into Turbo. That's awesome, dude. The movie, not so much, but the costumes are cool. Yeah, man. Michael, any other questions from you, man?
I just had something. Why is my phone blowing up for? Leave me alone. But actually, while I'm thinking about it, like with what was just read about the Turbo Ranger for cosplaying, that actually that just reminded me of something that I used to actually do. I used to go out of my way to try to cosplay other stuff, but as I got older, it got harder, of course. But like my favorite one to this day is still doing Two-Face from Batman.
Ooh,
I still have the suit.
Choice. Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic choice indeed, my friend. A classic choice. Someone says,
and obviously right now I've got this. I hand painted it.
Oh, that's badass, dude. Darth Nihilus.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
But for me, if I were to do any character, I would do Darth Malgus.
That would be pretty cool, dude.
Wait,
is that the mask you have? That's Darth Nihilus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Malgus is what does he look like again?
Okay, do you know the MMO game, The Old Republic?
Yeah. Yep.
Bald.
Oh yeah, and he's got the mat. Yeah. Gotcha. I was like, I know what he looks like. Why am I tripping? Someone asked, where is Grogu? Grogu is always nearby. Always nearby, my friend. I missed a whole bunch of questions. What's my favorite Star Wars villain? Oh, I answered that earlier. Like there's a bunch of questions that I did not see. I'm so sorry. Is Mr. Bean on my bounty list? DadaLorian, can I be on your bounty list? This seems like a simp trap. I don't know, man. What is your YouTube? DadaLorian. I'm actually live over there right now, so come and check it out. Well, guys, I think that's pretty much it. We're a little over an hour on our stream for the evening. I love your Green Ranger videos. Thank you. Yeah, I absolutely love Power Rangers. And before I end, I'll share this. That's one thing I used to do a lot. Was like a lot of Tokusatsu Power Ranger content. I still absolutely love Power Rangers. It's just not like the main gist of content that I put out. Where Star Wars has always been there, but I just never really knew how to like do anything with it. And anytime I tried, it was like hit or miss with the audience that I had at the time. And this is a couple years ago, when I would say maybe even like a few months ago. Yeah, really. When I made the full change, obviously with the Mandalorian coming out, I think it was one of those things that was well received across the board of the entire fandom. Like, I mean, it's one of those projects I think you can ask most Star Wars fans and they're like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it, and so for me, I was like, cosplay wise, I just loved it. I fell in love and I was like, I want to do something with this. And then being a new dad, it was kind of one of those things of like, I can relate with this guy going on these adventures with this kid. It's awesome. So I absolutely love, that's kind of like my journey into the Mando stuff, but Power Ranger stuff will always be there. I will always be a hardcore fan for sure. So I just had to get that out there. Michael, any other questions before we end, man?
Actually, I've got one question and one thing I do want to say.
Yeah.
But first, the question. Now, this one I have discussed with everyone who I hang out with about Star Wars.
Yeah. And
we've ultimately came down to one conclusion over what he really is, because people always misconceive, at least in my opinion, what he is.
Yeah.
What is Kylo Ren a Sith?
No, he is not.
Then what
Kylo
is he?
Ren is not a Sith. He is just a dark side user, who had this infatuation with the Knights of Ren, early on in his journey. And we know this based off of the Kylo Ren comics.
Mm-hmm.
So if you read that, we get that clarification of, it's almost like, to give you guys an example, you can be force sensitive and not be a Jedi.
True.
Right? Like we've seen other people in the movies in canon where, they're force sensitive, but they're not necessarily a Jedi, right?
Leia.
Like that goes for Finn, that goes for like maybe a couple other stormtroopers we may know of. And I would even say other characters as well that have kind of been hinted at, but they're not necessarily Jedi. They're just force sensitive. So the same thing will go for, folks like Kylo Ren. Even though he's got a lightsaber, even though he's force sensitive and he's a dark side user, it doesn't mean that he's a Sith. The Sith, that's a whole different practice. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole nother, how do I describe it? It's almost like, if I can use church like history as an example, it's like being an evangelical or a Baptist. There are distinct differences or in the way that you practice, right?
Yes.
So that's the best way I can really describe like a dark side user versus a Sith Lord, or a Sith. So
yes.
and the Sith, main thing with them, it's all about the rule of two.
Only after Bane.
Right. Yeah. Right. So you have the master, and then you have the apprentice. So yeah, I could go on and on with that, but there's distinct differences. Yeah.
Because ultimately, what we came to was a dark Jedi, or if you want to try to incorporate it into some other way, you can call him an Inquisitor.
Yeah.
You can call him an Inquisitor to a certain degree.
Yep. Absolutely. They're just the henchmen to get the dirty work done for the the master of the Sith.
That's what he was there for a little while, but then in the end he went he just went and took care of it.
Yep.
So then he's his own boss.
Exactly. Someone says, I love you cosplaying. You are really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someone asked me who's my favorite Sith. Vader, for sure. I do love Vader. Someone asked me who my favorite villain was earlier, and I said Palpatine, because he's a genius. He really is. Palpatine's probably one of my favorite villains, but Darth Vader is definitely my favorite Sith. Vader just makes it look cool, man. Show your face. I am showing my face on YouTube, so come on over and check it out. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end here. Michael, thank you so much for tuning in, man. I will be live again tomorrow morning. I got to figure out what time. If not in the morning, it may be afternoon. I think I may have something going on tomorrow morning. But either way, I'll be live a couple times, and I can't wait to come and kick it and hang out with you guys. So definitely come and join the stream. Michael, always a pleasure, my friend.
Mm-hmm. And also earlier, you asked me to send you a message. I went ahead and sent you one on Instagram.
Oh, perfect. I would definitely check right after this. Yeah, we'd love to get you in on some of these Friday streams, dude. I think that would be great.
And as one last thing before we all way cut it, with what we were talking about earlier, like with writing for different things, how you can make them right.
Yeah,
that's actually why I'm going to college, to try to be a writer for film, because I'm trying to be a writer for film, movies, and shows like that. Because my ultimate dream is to. It may seem like a small dream for what I'm doing.
Yeah,
it's literally to put one character of my creation in Star Wars, just one.
Do it, man.
Character.
Do it. There's no dream that's too small, man. If it's yours, it's your passion, and I believe in it, man. You better do it. That's awesome.
I already know what I want to do. It's not even a force sensitive character. It's just it's a simple character, but at the same time, it's a simple character that makes a big impact. That's just the point.
I like.
You don't need to be force sensitive to be important.
Yeah, I like that. I think that would be a fun concept for a movie alone. For Star Wars, you know what I mean?
Mandalorian, he's already proving it.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
He's already proven it. You don't need to be force sensitive to be important.
Kicked and head smashed by dark troopers, but he still came out on top. And that's what I love about Din Djarin. He's the underdog, but we love to see him win. We love the hero's journey, and he's not the smartest, he's not the most powerful, but at the same time, he's under all that Beskar. He's got a heart of gold, and I think that's what makes him so awesome. So. Yeah, man. Congrats to you, man. Keep striving in your journey, dude. That's awesome. Mike, I will see you tomorrow, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. All right, buddy. And all my folks on TikTok, You guys have been amazing. Let me check my Q&A. Show your face. Where is Grogu at? Do you like Morgan Freeman? These are the questions I get. And my YouTube again, it's DadaLorian. So before I end the goals, as typical, for TikTok, we want to get to 500K for me to do the next face reveal. For YouTube, it's to get to 10K to do my giveaway. So I'm going to be giving out some free t-shirts and a couple other things as well. So once we get to 10K subscribers on YouTube, the giveaway is happening. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. We're almost halfway. So we're almost at 5K. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Gonna go ahead and end here on TikTok. Bye, guys. And gonna go ahead and end here on the YouTube. You guys have been amazing. Michael, Mama Mando, everybody. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Happy Mando Monday. We'll see you for tequila and tacos. Taco and Tequila Tuesdays. Wouldn't that be amazing if I just showed up like just hammered and eating tacos and on the live stream? Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. I'm not violating community guidelines, but I'm just saying, what a concept. What a concept. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live stream.